Welcome, YouTube community. This is Robert, the Comic Book G-Spot speaking, and hi. This is the Comic Book of the Hook show. No, is this the Nerdy Collective show? I don't know. Well, just hold on there. So, got a few things for you guys tonight. I want to say hi, and anybody who shows up in the chat tonight, I much appreciate it. I have a small announcement here, and I have a couple special guests on with me tonight. Very special people who mean a lot in my heart. And let's start it off. So here we go. So first of all, number one, the Comic Book of the Hook show. That is going to be scheduled for a different date. Me and Jeff, 813, my good brother down there, you know him. You see him on Wednesdays. He also does a show on Sundays. Make sure you keep checking him out. Please subscribe to him right down in the link. Everybody's links is down in the description on the bottom, so please go check him out. He's still doing a show. Him and I are still really good friends. So I want to cut that right now. No drama, no rumors. Me and Jeff are like this. We're very good friends. We are just going to do something a little bit different. I'm going to start stuff probably earlier. Tentative schedule right now. I'm taking a break, everybody. Taking a break. Everything that's been going on in the world is getting a little crazy. Just relaxing just a little bit. You're still going to see me in the chats. You're going to still see me in auctions. You'll probably see me on a couple shows once in a while. Okay, so real quick, stick with the theory or the part of this show. So the Comic Book of the Hook is for you, Jeff. All right, I got both of these copies. This one and this one. You ready for this? See the beautiful covers? Straight dumpster trash. That's for Jeff, and that's something one of my buddies says. Thorough. This book. Okay, all I got to say, guys, great cover art. But here's the thing that bothers me. This woman's got all the power in the world. She's a single mom. She's got kids, everything in this book, right? Everything going for her. What is it? Sorry, guys. She's got this millennial mentality. Poor me, poor me. What? This book went to garbage after the third page in, unfortunately. But beautiful cover. You're going to see lots of different covers of this book, but is it good? Not really, but pretty, to say the least. Then one more, and this goes out to my art chemist and Skeleton Comics. If you guys haven't checked them out, please check them out. They're in the links on the bottom. Great people. His wife has a comic book shop. This is one of the books I got from her, and I'm a big Silver Surfer fan, and I am really loving these Marvel tales. This was freaking awesome, and this has got some other stories in it. They're like reprints of some older books. I should have wrote the notes down. I didn't write the notes down, but very well, very good. Please go check her out. She had a special going on. I don't know if the special is still going on, but make sure you check her out. And I just want to say lots of love to my community members out there, all my friends. Also, a real quick shout out to everybody in the chat. Thank you, everybody. John, I appreciate it. Captain, thank you very much, brother. Peanut Butter's in the house. Thank you very much, buddy. I appreciate it. Patrick, awesome. Thank you so much. Unacceptable. Yeah, well, you know what? I do like that shift. I like that hours. But, you know, like I said, we have lives. Got to like take it back, reverse a little bit. I know I only do this like once a week or this once in a random thing. And I hear a lot of stuff, and I get a lot of feedback on my Instagram from people out there. What are you doing this? When are you doing that? Well, I'm just setting it straight. Me and Jeff are still very good friends. Jeff, I love you, buddy. And I want a couple other shout outs there. Hialeah Comic Bro. Awesome show. He's been doing some awesome show with Javi on Silver Age Sundays. Make sure you check those guys out. Those guys are great bunch of guys, bunch of gentlemen. Really good shows, you guys. Make sure you watch Thorough shows. Check out his auctions. Fantastic. And I also have a little shout out, and it's for a buddy of mine, John Hoffman. He's in the chat right now. And I've collected a few of like Betty Page memorabilia older books I've got that I'm going to have sent off to grading. And I just got this Betty Page 94, and it's from 2019. Jack Pack Forbidden Planet. It's from the Forbidden Planet. And it's by Ron Lusser, and the art is by Julius Otilia. Anyway, check this out. This is just stunning. Now listen, you'll notice something. What do you notice right away, guys? She doesn't have red hair. Ooh, whoops. But it's a pretty cover, to say the least. Beautiful book. I want to say thank you, John. I appreciate it. And John, I did get your other books today. I really appreciate that too. And I appreciate the shout out you did for me on Instagram. I thought that was fantastic. But getting back to this really quick, I'm going to try not to eat up too much time, but just getting some stuff off my chest. You hear a lot of bull crap out in the community. And he said, she said that I don't care. I don't care. And that's why I'm doing this at 10 o'clock. And the reason why I'm doing this, just to get it off my chest, I just want people to know, if you don't know me by now, you should. Okay? And I'm just straight to the point. Sometimes I go squirrel. I talk about a lot of different things. But community, you know who I am. You know who I like to hang around with. And I think that's enough of that. So let's lighten this up a little bit. I got another thing here I made for Jeff. I just want to, this is for my brother, just out of respect. So, Jeff. That was for Jeff. Yeah, he likes that one, so I kept that one. So things are going to change up a little bit, you guys. I'm working on something very special, and I'm going to tell you, the only thing I'm going to tell you is this. It hasn't been done. I've seen tons and tons. Right now, YouTube is flooded with so much information. So you have multiple choices of what you want to watch. You watch this show, watch this show. It actually goes to show you our world has shrunk like this. You know, now that this epidemic, people are getting claustrophobic and stuff like that. Read your books, spend some time with your family. That's what I'm going to start doing here. I'm stepping back and reevaluating my life as a whole, and something I need to check out. And I love my Mrs. G. So if she shows up in the chat, hi, sweetheart. I love you, miss you. So, wonderful woman. And anyway, real quick here. So my special guest tonight, this is awesome, you guys. I love this. And here she is. This is my wonderful daughter, Sarah. Sarah, honey, welcome to the Nerdy Collective Comic Book of the Hook Show. I'm introducing you to the whole community. So everybody out there that sees us on the rewind, enjoy. Honey, how are you, sweetheart?
I'm good.
Good.
I'm good.
We're just kind of like we're just going to let it go. That's usually how I do this show. It's kind of out, and I put it out there. So what have you been doing, sweetheart?
What have I been doing?
Yeah, what have you been doing lately? Anything new?
Working.
Yeah.
Working.
I hear
I work 4 jobs.
You got a job, right?
Yeah. I'm considered essential, so I have to work.
Yeah, of course. Absolutely.
Yeah.
So, oh yeah, I almost forgot. I have to show that. You guys see that up there? Right there? A little Morbius up there. I had that done. That one got done. Everybody knows her in the community. California Blend did that. So another community artist you should support. Anyway, what else have you been doing, sweetheart? Anything new? What's new? What's all the stuff on behind you? Tell me about it. Tell the community.
So I'm an independent consultant for paparazzi, and I sell $5 jewelry. It's all 100% lead and nickel free, so you shouldn't break out from it or anything like that. I pretty much started doing it because I know a lot of people can't afford expensive jewelry, and there is some nice stuff for $5, like really nice stuff.
Show some people some of your stuff.
Well, I have like really blingy stuff, and then I have unique stuff like this.
Nice.
So yeah, that's like, it's like a grayish lavender crackle rock.
Sure.
That's what you would call it.
Mm-hmm.
And then I got stuff like this. This is for you, Dad, since I know you like red.
Oh, Yeah, that's really pretty, honey. It's very pretty.
Yeah.
I
So
like
I
it.
have necklaces, all come with matching earrings, and then there's also like I also have regular earrings and bracelets and rings. Like this is my ring
Wow.
from there. Yeah. And kids' jewelry is just $1.
Nice.
Yeah.
So
So
I put your Facebook link down there. That's where you're at, right? That's where people can find you.
yeah, so my business pages, you had me at 5.
Okay.
So that's where you can find me on Facebook.
Okay. I put
I
I put
only
your,
have Facebook right now. I haven't done like a YouTube channel or Instagram or anything like that yet.
okay. We'll have to work on that.
Yeah, I know. I'm not very good with technology.
It's okay. I'm still learning it because I'm actually going to be changing it up. I'm actually going to be changing. I'm going to be using some new software because the video that little video drop you did there, those are like 30-second drops. You can have like 30-second drops inside of your Insta in this particular format. This is StreamYard, and it's got its good points and it's got its bad points. But one of the bad points is for example, like the chat here. I have to have my YouTube channel up to see who's in the chat so I can talk to them. And it takes like it's a 30-second delay before it shows up in the chat where we're talking on StreamYard. So there's delay there. Then the video quality is really shitty. I have like high definition monitors. So everybody thorough got me onto a Zoom, and there's another software I'm going to be looking into, and it's actually got oh, wow, hit another buddy. So it's in the chat. Hold on. Boom. Hey.
Hi.
There he is. So anyhow, so real quick, I just want to say some, honey, thank you for being here, and we'll chat for a little bit longer. I just got a couple more things I want to say to the community really quick. I want to say some real quick thank yous to everybody really quick, okay? Just give me 1 second. I'm squirreling, so just say squirrel.
It's okay.
I go off the front. All right. Another thing I want to put out there really quick. I have some really wonderful brothers out there, and they all know who they are. One of them, Comics with Bueller. You're always going to be my brother. Sam's Tangled Web. John. We have Thorough. Keep it real thorough. Please. These guys are wonderful people. Stay Puff. I can name, the list can go on and on and on. You guys know all who you are, and the sisters out there know exactly who you are. Love you guys. Just want to say thank you. All right. So here we go. So I got another guest for you guys tonight, and this is very special to me. And he's going to have a lot to say tonight because I think he's in lockdown. Buddy, how the hell are you?
Hey, oh, you guys called me off guard now. I'm messing around. What is going on, everybody? Thank you for joining us here. Yeah, I think I'm going crazy.
Yeah.
That's what's happening. I think I'm going stir crazy in the house, but it's worth it though, because I definitely want to go ahead and give a big shout out to all the first responders. If you guys don't know me by now, I used to be a first responder. I used to be a police officer. Did it for 11 years. Unfortunately, I got hurt really bad, and it put me out of commission for now. I've been out of the police job for 2 years, going 2 years now. So, shout out to all of them, man. All the EMS, firefighters, all the doctors out there, nurses. Man, you guys stay strong. I'm gonna keep you guys in my prayers. That you guys stay strong out there, because it is a difficult job, and I know that there's been some doctors that are at a point of almost like giving up because of exhaustion and just the overwhelming amount of stuff that's going on. But guys, I am there for you. I wish that I can go out and make dinner for these guys, do whatever I possibly could. But it's super tough on my behalf too, because I have my wife who's pregnant. Also, I have my 1-year-old daughter. But man, guys, my prayers are with you guys, and I wish you guys nothing but the best. And to all of those that are not taking this seriously, please do, because there's been family, friends right now who have currently passed away, who were friends of my parents, who just passed away because of the coronavirus. Yep. And I just want to give a big condolence to their families, and also a big rest in peace to them, because they need it. They were great people, and who are no longer here with us. But yeah, guys, definitely take it seriously. I was just on Chad RCG's auction. Shout out to Chad. Thank you for having me, Chad, and of course my brother Robert Galvin, man. You know, like he said earlier, if you guys if you guys don't know him by now, he's just nonchalant to the point. That's the type of person I am, and I tell people all the time, hey, listen, if you like it, you like me. If not, hey, it is what it is. Like I gotta keep moving forward, and that's how I live life now. But yeah, on top of that, guys, yeah, and Comics with Bueller said it best too as well. Yeah, the grocery store workers, man. All those guys working at Costco. I'm telling you, I don't want to leave nobody out because you guys do deserve it. You guys are working. Those guys that are delivering food back and forth, doing everything, man, my prayers and well wishes to you all and anybody, man. I'm telling you guys that this whole, keeping your distance, social distancing and everything, please do it, guys. It helps out a lot, believe it or not, because I was watching with my wife and they were talking about that. I believe it's Harvard just did a study and they were talking about that right now, this whole situation, they're trying to force it where they're like, hey, by April 12th, we're going to be good. No, listen, everything is always bound to get worse before it's going to get better. Yep. And one of the biggest things you guys have to be aware of is just the fact, the numbers that are going to be in play. And they're talking about 602,000 is what they're estimating currently who can possibly be infected total here in the United States. And that is freaking crazy. So guys, please take care of yourselves because I'm tired of just seeing all this stuff that's going on. And once again, man, to all the doctors out there, because we need you guys, man, please stay strong. That is one of the biggest things that I can definitely tell you guys.
Nice. Real quick, I can't forget the Slab King, Steve Whiting, my other brother out there. Like I said, I don't want to miss anybody. So brother, I love you.
Shout out to Stone Cold Steve, man. That's my man right there. He does a lot for this community. So
a lot for the community.
Definitely.
By the way, Steve, this right here, I'm not going to show you, but this is for me and John. This is an A-OK for you, buddy. It's a slab coming your way.
Oh, nice.
Got a slab coming your way, Steve. John, you heard it here first. That's for me and John. All right. So, honey, what else have you been doing? We haven't talked in so long, and I'm out of the loop. So get us in the loop. What new things you've been doing? You've been doing art too, haven't you? You've been doing any of your art?
I paint. Yeah, I got some of my paintings here. I haven't painted in a while though because I got my full-time job plus my clothing store, which I'm not working at right now, obviously. And then I do my jewelry and I also sell makeup.
Makeup too. Wow.
Yeah.
But that's been taking a hit for this Corona thing though, hasn't it?
No.
No, that's good.
No, you would think so. You would think so, but people are still buying makeup and jewelry.
Good.
Yeah. Hi.
Yeah, these wonderful people. Really wonderful people that are in the chat right now, honey. So awesome, you guys. So yeah, I've been kind of sitting back and trying to breathe. That's been the hardest thing because I'm still working. They consider our job essential because we do stuff with the medical. It's all medical related, doors and stuff like that. So it's like literally thorough. I swear to you, it's like changing the break room. They took the break room, took all the tables out there, put 2 tables in there, put these X marks to spot and chair every 6 foot. And the time clocks. The time clock. We used to have to use our fingerprints. They're going to give us cards now.
Oh,
and then they put a red 6-foot marker around all the time clocks. So only one person can go into the time clock to log in and log out.
Gotcha.
Yeah, it's gotten that bad. Yeah. I've got anti-swab things in my bag that I carry with me. I wipe everything down before I start touching it again. It's a constant habit. But that's really what it is. Don't stick your hands in your face. Clean your face. Hygiene is really serious.
Well, you'd be surprised how much people touch their faces.
I do it all the time
without even wanting to.
Yeah.
I watched this video of this guy. can't remember him on YouTube, but I love watching this guy because I'm into science.
Yeah.
Believe it or not, a lot of people look at me, they'll be like, you into science? That was one of my favorite classes when I used to go to school. I love science. And he was going around. They have this stuff that's called it's called like germ powder.
Yep.
And what he was doing, he was running an experiment, especially right now because of all this stuff with COVID-19 and everything.
I seen that one.
Yeah, I
the
thought it
kids?
was awesome. Yeah, he did it with the kids, and he started off with the teacher, did it to the teacher, and the teacher swore. She said, "I didn't touch my face at all," and you literally looked at her whole face. She looked like she had made.
Right. You can see all the dirt.
You could see the kids' hands. You could see it everywhere. Toys, tables. I mean, it was insane just how quickly within, what was it, like a 6-hour span of those kids being there? Yep. Yeah, like just how literally everything was covered in that germ powder.
Yeah, I showed the whole room. Everything was covered.
Yeah, but yeah, definitely, it's like, that's why I said one of the biggest things is like, if you feel like you're going to touch your face, one of the biggest things that always works for me is using gloves.
Yep.
If I wear gloves, I don't know what the hell it is about wearing gloves, but I would not touch my face at all. I will not touch my face, which is crazy.
Honey, it's funny because there's a little side joke because when it comes to comic books, if I touch anything that's like super old, I don't care what it is, I'm like pulling out the box of gloves, always putting gloves on before I touch it. So I was like, I got clean hands and I don't care. It's my
I wash my hands every time before I go and touch comic books. I always do. I'd rather hold it like that. The only reason I do it that way is that's my preference.
Yeah.
Is because I'm not gonna lie, I've had some very expensive books that I've held with gloves, and all of a sudden they just slip right out of my hands, and I was like, oh my god, it was a horrible feeling. So after that, I was like, you know what? As long as I wash my hands, wash any oils and things like that off of my fingers, you're perfectly fine. But yeah, Robert's so he's like, oh hell no, he's like, I'm wearing gloves 24/7 if I have to.
I love it. Kirk is in the house. Brother, how you doing? Do you got comics on the mind? I got comics on the mind. That's one of his lines, sweetheart.
Shout out to my man right there, comics on the mind.
Got some awesome videos he does on Instagram.
Keep your sanity, man. I've been watching those crazy videos that he's doing out there right now.
Makes you smile every single time.
Yeah, he does, man. Good guy, man.
Awesome guy. He'll do weird things, like one time he had like a box or an AOK he got in the mail, and he's like online just sleep. Wait a minute. What? No. He's really funny. He's awesome. Great personality. Really great. Good friend also. One of the real people out there. Patrick, wow. Brother, I don't want to leave you out, but hi, I'm going to say hi again to you. So anything, by the way, I do have something cool to show you, Doro. Did you notice the background?
Yeah, I always watch everything, man. How you doing?
Well,
so
you knew
I'm going to tell you something because I know you're a big fan of Cthulhu. Yep. And I'm going to have to show you something. Yeah, and I can only imagine what Robert's about to go and get right now. Now, Sarah, has that been something that you just recently started working on jewelry and doing all that stuff, or?
The jewelry I've done since October, and the makeup I've only been doing for like 2 months.
Oh, really? Okay.
Yeah.
That's awesome. Now, do you make your own jewelry? Do you make custom jewelry?
If I had the time, I would. But no, I order it from a company and then I resell it.
Okay, got you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I got John on the phone. Squirrel. That's my secret word. Everybody knows. If I go off the rails, boom, they just say squirrel. Anyway, real quick, check this out, Thorough. $7. Yeah. I have a big shout out really quick here. I'm going to show this guy really. Today I went to a store. Can you see that? Mm-hmm. And this is his store in Rice Lake. He does LPs, used bookstore, comic books. See the comic books down there? Those right down the bottom down there. Big shout out to City River Records. This guy is awesome. So anybody in Rice Lake or near me that knows this place, go check it out, you guys. If you check this out on the Rewind, great gentleman. He buy 3, get 1 free on all of his books.
Oh, nice.
Look at this. This.
How'd I know that you were gonna pull out some H.P. Lovecraft?
Look at this. All of his writings in one book.
Awesome.
Every single one. And it goes from, 1917. So written between the years 1917 and 1935. Works and volumes of featured Lovecraft trademark, all of that. Awesome. This has got all of his stories in one. So I'm really happy. And if you notice the bottom down there, this movie just got released on Amazon, The Color Out of Space. And I have to say, guys, if you haven't seen it, please watch it or rent it. The only thing I did not like about it, and this is just my personal preference review, I like Nicolas Cage, but he is stereotyped in the same kind of acting as like Keanu Reeves. And I love Keanu Reeves. I do like Keanu Reeves. Okay, don't get me wrong. But he has this anger issue that he acts the same way when he gets angry. That's Nicolas Cage, and he does it a couple times in this movie. And I thought the movie was going to take the turn for the worst when he started doing that. But after that, wow, it's a total think outside the box. Think of like if I were to mix it up with a couple movies, I think of The Thing. It's all about an asteroid that lands in this guy's yard, this rock, and what happens after that. And it's wow. It's what I would call like an art film in a way, a slash drama, science fiction, horror, all in one. Kind of an art film to H.P. Lovecraft, which is well deserved. Because if you notice all of the influences out there, even a couple of books I just read the other day, there was Cthulhu. Oh, another one, Thorough, because we like animation. By the way, sweetheart, if you haven't seen it yet, Castlevania.
I haven't seen it, but I've seen it on there.
Honey, I just binged watched the 3rd season of Castlevania. Awesome.
Yeah, that's my show and one of my favorite video games from back in the days.
That video game, dude, I love that video game. And you know what, though? There's a fight scene near the end of it where they kind of do like a modern take, upbeat of the classic Castlevania music during the fighting. Yeah. When they're fighting, dude, it was so well done. They did it such a good job.
They did it. It's been doing so well that there's a season 4 I think is going to be coming out.
I hope so.
Yeah, it is. They already gave it a green light. They said that it's been doing so well that they're going to be coming out, because I've been watching it myself and I've been enjoying the hell out of it.
Very, very well done. Makes me want to go get the book now, the comic book, because I know there's one floating around out there. It's like $50, I think.
Yeah, a lot of those video game comic books are super expensive now because
they know the Castlevania comic. I had no idea.
The print run is because of the print run. The print run's super low, and now a lot of people really didn't have any interest in reading a comic book based on a video game. So that's usually what happens. That's the reason for the price jumps on them.
John left me another message. Says squirrel, 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 and then he says, even my son said squirrel. Sorry, John. Okay. So, sweetheart, anything? Squirrel. We're gonna be all over the place, John. Sorry, buddy. It's been a while. I'm gonna take advantage as much as I can right now. We're only in almost a half hour. I usually like to run these for about an hour, sweetheart. So people have enough time with their own. So, do you have anything you would like to show? Any art or anything like that you like to show people? Tell people about yourself. How's that?
My art?
Yeah, or tell people about yourself, who you are, that kind of thing. Your mom.
Well, everybody knows who I am now. The G-Man's daughter.
I read news. Yeah.
Let's see. I'm married. I have 2 kids. One's 16, and the other one's going to be 6 soon. Yeah. And I paint.
Yep.
So I usually just take requests for painting. So like, They range from like $20 to $35.
Can you show people any of it?
Yeah, I have
I have
a
mine.
few.
Yours are right behind the desk here. Hold on.
I have a few.
Yeah,
If you know what this is.
Yeah, that's Prince.
Yeah.
Awesome.
And then I
Purple Rain.
Oh, thank you,
and
Rob.
then I just have random stuff.
Hold on, let me put you up full screen now. Sorry. Show the Prince one again.
Huh?
Show the Prince one more time. Now I
The
got you.
Prince one?
Yeah. Thank you, Rob. I appreciate it. Nice. That's cool.
And then most of the time most of my requests though are like superheroes most of the time. So like I got Joker.
Look at that. You did that, honey?
Yeah.
That's pretty cool.
My favorite Joker.
Yeah, that's
Batman.
favorite.
Oh, that's cool.
That's what I usually get. So yeah, superhero stuff, and then sometimes I'll do like just random pictures. But yeah.
Sorry, I'm walking around my dogs. If I don't have my dog in the room at the same time, she starts crying.
Oh, that's okay.
So here's what I have for my daughter.
Oh God, those were so bad. Those are when I first started painting.
I always believe in first work. I've always said that, and it's still very cool. Look at that.
That's awesome, man. That's bad. Listen, Picasso started somewhere. That's how it is, because I paint myself.
Look at that.
That's awesome.
Yes,
that's a great job.
Beautiful. Oh, by the way, this is a big shout out, really quick, Steve, and then if Javi shows up or California Blend checks us out on the Rewind, I might be in the Silver Age Sunday show sometime. That was California Blend. I got it there.
Man,
no
that's
problem
awesome.
anymore. I'm
That is
curious,
awesome.
Thorough, can you tell me, is this supposed to be a Bible verse?
John 3:16.
16, yeah.
Which one is it?
Stone Cold Steve Austin used that, by the way, because when he did his whole Austin 3:16 during wrestling.
Yeah. Yes,
I don't remember. Yeah, he used John 3:16. That's where that Stone Cold Austin 3:16 came from, is because of that Bible verse. And I'm trying to remember exactly how that Bible verse went, but I can't.
I don't remember either.
Yeah. But yeah, that's where it comes from. That's how Stone Cold. But it was a pretty cool Bible verse that goes with it.
Okay, I'll have to look it up.
But that's an awesome painting. And then the stuff that Sarah did, she's over here, saying that
I know.
She did an awesome job.
I have it on a back wall near my Marilyn Monroe stuff. Oh my goodness, excuse me. So, what was it? Oh, big shout out to another community member. What was his name? I had it in a box. I had his name out. Where the heck did his name go? Oh, blasted. Oh, there you go. See, that's what happens when you don't prep. That's
what makes being live fun.
Yeah.
People catch you in your worst moments, and then you can make fun of it for the rest of the time. So that's always fun. That's why I always, every time I go live, I'm like, man, I go and rewatch stuff that I did, and I'm like, oh my god, what the hell was I doing?
Yeah.
I'm thinking about it. Like they're cracking up. I'm like, what the hell was that talking about?
Oh, here we go. All right. Big shout out. This is from Justin Paget, Padgett. Justin, I want to say thank you. This was very cool. Got this in the mail today, and I was shocked when I opened it. But he must have heard that I was a big Avengers fan. Verse in the chat. Oh, thank you, bud. I'm sorry. Hold on. Wait a minute. John's telling me, where is it? Yeah, only begotten Son, that's who's ever believed in him shall not perish, but have everlasting life. That is really cool.
Yeah.
I like that verse.
Yeah. So Stone Cold used that. Say like I remember that.
Appropriate for Morbius to live in the Empire. That's really cool.
Yeah, like all I can remember was the everlasting life part. I can't remember the rest of it. That's
awesome. Thank you very much, you guys. Hold on. The chat's starting to blow up now. We got 11 people watching. Excellent. I always freaking screw it up. You are 90 MF. Yo, brother. Chad, how you doing? They just had a baby too, honey. So that's pretty cool. Nice for being here, you guys. I appreciate it. Rob, I haven't heard from you in so long. So nice. Hope everything's doing well for you, buddy. He's a court reporter. I haven't done any art in years. Patrick, breaking your neck and getting nerve damage makes RCG, yes. I'm looking in the chat. What's up, brother? Happy Friday. Well, I'm trying to get everything caught up in the chat really quick. Do you paint it all, Rob? Draw. I used to draw. But really quick, big shout out to Justin. Just going to say his first name. And I got these in the mail, and I thought this was wonderful. And I just want to shout him out and show these books that he sent me. And I'm just like, wow. He must have heard that I was an Avengers fan from somebody in the community, but just want to show these out really quick. Big shout out. Check out this. Avengers Up Against the Barrier. You must know I like Scarlet Witch too, because you can see she's right there. And Vision's over here. A great cover. 233. 250. The Mighty Avengers. Fist of Maelstrom. And we got Star Fox. Issue 232. Demon Storm. Nice. And a couple more here. A couple of newer ones. There's another one. 248. And I don't like the Scarlet Witch look here, though. This is a really bad Scarlet Witch. Whoever did this cover, who's this? Mannequin there. That's the most screwed up face I've ever seen on a Scarlet Witch. She looks like a balloon there.
She looks like a bunch of clouds. She looks like a bunch of clouds put together.
Season of the Witch up here. I'm like, what? Yeah, that was pretty funny. And then a newer one. Yeah, the new Avengers 27.
Nice little Roman right there.
Yeah, very, very cool. So thank you very much, buddy. Giving you a proper shout out.
Some great books right there.
Yeah, it's very cool. Thank you.
Nice.
So what was I going to say? Yeah, I don't know what it is, though, but all of a sudden I'm getting attracted to all these Marvel tales. I've been going through Marvel tales and going through some of my older stuff, and it's what is it that I'm liking so much about them? It's like even that Thanos one that they brought out, they had issue, 40 of Silver Surfer, and then it had Thanos, one of Thanos' stories. You know how they do this? Here, no gloves, guys. This is my reader copy. I always buy multiple ones that I really, love the cover, but that's beautiful. So like, okay, here's how this goes. In this issue, this is what I like about these, and I've been pulling out the old ones and reading the older ones that I've got.
Yeah.
Like how they do this. So what they do in these books, these Marvel tales, is they will reprint the ones you might have never read before. Like issue 193 is in here of Thor. Yeah. The Submariner is in there. Another and 35. So those stories are in there. 34 and 35 in this issue.
Yeah.
Which I think is really cool. I don't. There's something about that if it's the nostalgia, am I weird or what?
Because it gives you an array. So pretty much it's not just sticking itself to just the Silver Surfer title. Yeah. It's giving you appearances of where other titles that the Silver Surfer has appeared in. Yeah, that's why I actually appreciate them too, because there's been an array of those Marvel tales that have come out for different characters.
Oh, it's so nice, and I mean, look at the editorial. bring you the best from the house of ideas. I mean, these things are just like the magazines, though, that you and I have looked up.
Mm-hmm.
They even show you like the covers, what the covers look like on the inside.
Yep.
These are so underrated. I don't know, dude. I just, when I see them, I just snatch them up.
Yeah.
I love it. And this is the classic art, you guys. Look at this.
And that's what I said. It's a great way because you think about it. There's so many old books that you rarely see out there raw,
And see,
except for the collectors.
And the cool thing too, Thorough, is like what's really fun about them is these I can share with my grandsons, and my grandsons can read these, and that's what I've been collecting a lot of. I've been collecting a lot of. Is Brandon still like Captain America? Braxton like Captain America?
That's Aaron that likes Captain America.
All right.
My husband.
I don't care about Aaron, your husband. I'm talking about my grandsons.
That's who likes Captain America. You guys should hold on. I'm gonna bring my camera downstairs, and you have to see this. I'm telling you, you have to see this. You're going to, about to be amazed. I'm not even kidding. Okay, I'm serious.
We're getting a tour. We're gonna see like a Captain America shield there.
All right, I'm gonna flip the camera around.
Thorough.
Sure.
We bought them like little outfits from like Marvel Universe. With space
Do you have a light?
He really is a Captain America fan. Look at that.
Hold on, I gotta get a light so you can see. Because hold on.
I'm curious.
That's awesome. I mean, I can see a little bit of stuff right there.
A little bit. Just a little bit. That's
I don't know if I have a light at all so you can see, but yeah, you can. Yeah, there you go. Use that.
Are you showing this to your dad or
Yeah.
everybody?
Well, everybody that's watching.
The whole world is watching.
This is my nerdness.
He's getting this camera out.
There you go.
That's awesome, man.
So
That's Captain America fan.
this is like insane. I'm not even kidding.
Nice.
It's
Awesome.
nothing but Captain America.
Oh, cool. I love
So you got all my-
blue. That's what we're getting in the chat.
What, your puzzles? Oh yeah, that's all the puzzles.
Wow.
Yeah, it's uncontrolled. Like he's
Yeah,
got
really
posters all over the place. Like it's insane. All right.
That was awesome.
I don't know. It was probably hard to see, but yeah.
My sweetheart, honey, Thorough is working 3 freaking jobs right now.
Yeah.
She's working 3 jobs.
Yeah. You know what? I remember those days. I remember those days when I was working multiple jobs.
Here's my grandson. Say hi.
He wants to say hi.
Just tell him come
You want to say hi real quick? Yeah.
Yes. Say hi. Say hi to everybody. Hi. What superhero do you like?
What's your favorite superhero?
Captain America.
I thought it was Spider-Man.
I thought it was Batman.
No, that's me.
You're Batman.
Captain America.
Yeah, I'm Batman.
Thorough likes Batman and Joker.
Yeah. I'm a big Batman fan.
Batman is the best.
Thank you. That's what you see. Look, that's how I get along with your daughter. Like that. She said Batman's the best. That's right. Nobody beat Batman.
He's the best. Yeah, Batman is the best. Yep.
I'll tell you one thing, sweetheart.
I argue about that all the time with people.
Batman is excellent. And Thorough got me onto
No one understands why Batman's the best. Huh?
some cartoons. Have you watched any of those, sweetheart?
What?
Have you watched any of the cartoons, the newer cartoons?
Hold on, you're lagging.
Yeah, you are lagging. You just lagged a little bit.
Yeah.
Give it a
Probably
minute.
because I moved the camera.
You did. Just give it a minute. It'll catch up.
There you go.
Okay. Some of the Batman movies and books. One of the ones that Thorough got me onto got me back into Batman big time was it just brain farted. An animation one too, Thorough.
For which one are you talking about? Gotham by Gaslight?
No, that's not
Killing
it.
Joke?
No, that's not it either.
There's so many. Yeah, there's so many Batman.
Oh yeah, freaking brain fart like crazy. I had it on the tip of my tongue a couple things ago. I can't believe this.
There's so many. I mean, for me, one of the best. My favorite was Master of Phantasm.
That was a good one.
I love that. That was literally. I mean, even Cisco and Ebert were surprised with a cartoon being. They said that this is what a movie, like a real life movie should be made of. And I remember them reviewing that movie because when I was younger, I was like, oh man, I couldn't wait. I was like killing my dad. I was like, we have to go watch it. I have to go watch it. And finally, my dad took us on a Sunday, and I was like, thank you. And freaking loved every minute of that movie. They did such a phenomenal job. And, I'll take that and replace that garbage Batman and Robin because I hate that movie. I swear, that's the worst movie on earth.
Yep.
But speaking of, I was telling you before, like you see, I always say, I know you were a big Cthulhu fan.
Yep.
So I didn't know if you saw this, but Tom King, who was originally writing Batman, he was talking about. I haven't even brought this up. I normally talk about these things.
When you see me shaking my head, I'm saying an answer to somebody in the chat. They keep putting the Batman lines in there. Killing Joke, Batman Beyond. Nope. I'll think of it in a minute.
They're putting everything right now. They're gonna name everything for you.
Yeah, I'm just gonna go boom. Go ahead, bud.
Tom King was on there, and he was talking. He goes, he sent out a message via Twitter. So he tweeted out and said, he's like, I don't care if I get fired, but I have to put this out. And he put a Greg Capullo drawing, and I think that you're gonna want to get this. But I'm gonna show you real quick. Look at that.
What?
What?
Yeah. Cthulhu Batman. Yep. That is one of the story arcs that is getting ready to come out here in a couple months. I think it's gonna get pushed back now.
Is that gonna be put on a book, buddy?
Yeah, it is. Mm-hmm. It's actually a series that
you find out any information on it, let me know.
Yeah. Well, it's gonna get pushed back because of everything that's going on. Everybody knows Diamond has stopped production right now. So a lot of these comic book stories and everything are all going to be pushed back several months beyond what it is. And Tom King, he's the writer. Tom King is doing a new series, and that's Batman, what they were calling Batthulu. That's what they were calling it, Batthulu. And the artist of that was Greg Capullo. I would love to freaking own this, man, but you can't say that this is not badass. I thought that was like one of the. Yeah, it's awesome. Yeah, and when I saw his tweet, I don't know if he took it down in that, but supposedly he did, because he's like, I don't care if I get fired by DC, but I want to show this. And when I saw that, I was like, oh man, I was like, you guys got me.
If you ever seen his art is wow.
Oh hell yeah! One of the greats, man.
It's really good work.
Definitely.
See what I mean? I'm not crazy when it comes to Cthulhu. See the inspiration in the artist? You see what I'm saying, dude? It's right there. It's always in the back of the brain. That story came out in 1917, 1935, when that stuff was written.
Yeah. So they're incorporating that into the story. So it's supposed to be like a whole brand new story arc. It has nothing to do with the current Batman, because Tom King is no longer with doing the Batman series right now. So I thought it was gonna be awesome. So we'll see what happens. I think that the thing is gonna be dope as hell.
John is just like ding 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 ding. He's saying all the names on my phone. Boom boom boom. You go Killing Joke. Nope. From Beyond. Nope. I'll think of it in a minute. As soon as I do, I'm going to say it.
See, Rob Words put a good line right here. He said, no one knows what it's like to be the Batman, to be the sad man behind blue eyes. That's right, Rob Words.
Yeah.
That's what I was saying. And speaking of that, if you guys did not get to read, there was a book, a special that was directly just for Alfred, and it was titled Alfred Pennyworth.
Yes.
That thing was, man, let me tell you guys, if you guys did not check that out, that book was amazing. And the whole gist of it is just them talking about Alfred and what Alfred did in order to keep the Bat family united, how he did individual things for everybody. And for one of them, I think it was Tim Drake, I think he was talking to, and he mentioned that like the whole reason, a lot of people don't know that the reason he wasn't there to be able to pick up Bruce's parents, Thomas and Martha, for the day that the shooting happened was because they had bought him plane tickets to go to the Bahamas. So he was refusing to do it. And then eventually they finally talked to him into doing it. And he ends up pretty much getting ready to go. And that is the same day when all of this took place. So he pretty much, this is the whole thing after the death of him getting his neck broken by Bane. And pretty much in the story, he was he's just, they're just talking about how he's been the glue for everybody. And then he had told Tim Drake something crazy, which what I was like, damn, I was like, this is very like deep, was the fact that he said that he, that Alfred always said that he wouldn't think that his parents would ever change a thing or what happened, even including their own murder, because it came, this was the reason why Batman came to life and why Bruce Wayne became who he is now. So I thought that was like an emotional story. I thought is a great story about a father figure that was pretty much a father, not only to Bruce, but to everybody in the Bat family, and how much they miss him, and how his death was, has pretty much carried such a gigantic weight on all their shoulders, not just Batman's. So I thought it was an amazing freaking story. I think that you guys should go give it a look, and I'm sure that it's probably just sitting on the shelves at LCS. And I know it's very hard right now to go to LCS. If you guys do get the opportunity, I think it's called The Life of Alfred Pennyworth. I think it was called.
I've read the digital version of it.
Yeah, and it was just a single issue, and I thought it was such an amazing book to read. I was surprised.
Really, really quick here to keep up with the chat. Really quick. Patrick Wall, agreed. You have to realize something, and it's like I keep saying, he was way ahead of his time. And yeah, when I always strongly talk about thinking outside the box, he was way outside the box. Big time. But that's what makes it interesting. And I know it's a hard read to get through in its stories. I get it. Totally get it. Total respect, Patrick. I understand it. But what's cool, what I keep been talking about forever, and Thorough knows it because I've mentioned it. Anytime I've gotten a new book, or you see me do a book and everybody says, oh, I like tentacles. It has nothing to do with the tentacles. Okay. It has to do about this particular story, about this particular creature. I'm not going to get into all the politics because that's not what this is about. But what I'm talking about is inspiration. What inspires people to do art? What inspires people to do jewelry? Any of our books, anything that we enjoy. You read this book, yeah, some of it's really hard to get through. I totally understand where you're coming from. But what's cool is the inspiration. I mean, look at this. My shirt done by the art chemist. His version of Silver Surfer. That's what I'm talking about. Artist interpretation. But what's fascinating, and over the last year, I've been pulling out some of my older books and some of my newer ones. You know how you get that little niche, Thorough, where something just attracts you to that book and you just have to get that book, and it could be a shit story, but you're like, it's the artwork that you really liked, something you liked it. And with me, yeah, okay, redhead cover. If it's a pretty cover, yeah, I'm going to buy it. But just so a surprise to everybody, it's not always a redhead. That's because it's Betty Page. And seeing the history behind her, that's very sad, and a really good documentary about her. Awesome. But anyway, Squirrel, getting back to what I was saying. Notice some of the imagery, like some of the artwork. You'll notice, like, for an example, the Castlevania cartoon I just watched, the 3rd season.
Yeah.
Dude, I shit you not. Near the end of the show, they open a vortex, and it's supposed to be to the netherworld.
Yeah, I know what you're talking about.
As they're going through it, these demons are coming out, and one of them looks like a Cthulhu creature. I swear, even the creature that they're fighting against. That whole concept idea. It wasn't that this person just made it up. It was back here somewhere, and it brought it to light. And you always will constantly see that same thing. It's that same thing over and over again. Yeah. I got about a bunch of Betty Pages that have got to go out to get graded. So,
Yeah. No, but definitely, H.P. Lovecraft has been has added and been an inspiration to a lot of artists. That's the reason why you see so much different renditions of Cthulhu, so many renditions of so many things. I mean, just like I just showed that Batman,
Yeah.
Cthulhu is what they're
Yeah.
calling
it sounds weird, but
Yeah,
I'll
yeah.
buy it because of that. And he's an awesome artist.
and it looked badass. So I was just like,
Yeah.
definitely,
He's an
I'll
awesome
definitely get
artist.
it.
That guy is phenomenal. Didn't he sell like some paintings for like $1.5 million? Some big wall paintings?
Greg Capullo, I'm not sure about him. I don't know if he's sold paintings for like millions of dollars, but I know that he's put in a lot of work. I know he's best known for a lot of his work on Spawn.
Yeah,
Pretty
Spawn.
much Todd McFarlane got him into the game, and and was showing off a lot of his stuff, and the artwork that he did on Spawn was just, man. I mean, you got to give the man,
Credit,
kudos for everything that he's done, because that guy's been a killer artist.
So, honey, do you ever think that still be a nerd at this age?
Yeah.
I'm going to tell you something.
Once a nerd, always a nerd.
I'm going to tell you something, girl. I put this poor girl when she was just a little girl.
Oh, God.
You hear a little family story. So I used to hit the Star Trek conventions like 26 years ago.
Yeah, I remember you were telling me that.
I used to go to the science fiction conventions, and I would dress her up in like little Spock ears and the whole 9 yards.
Man.
She hated it, but she did it for her daddy.
But she has a Star Wars shirt on right now, though.
Yep,
so it led her into
How many
something
times
that
you watched Star Wars with your dad? Millions of times. Star Trek? Millions of times.
I still don't like Star Trek. I mean, the new movies are good, like they're good or whatever, but I'm a Star Wars fan.
Yep.
Big time.
I always have been a Star Wars fan. Very, very true. What was I going to say? Real quick shout out. Brother, Splash Page, always my brother. You always will be a brother. I hope you check this out on the rewind. I got some stuff off my chest at the beginning of the show, so please go and rewind. Just want you to know, love you, buddy. You're always going to be there. I'm doing something special. I'm not telling you what it is, but we're changing some stuff around, and I'm taking a little bit of a break. And the reason why I'm shouting out Splash Page, for an example, is he's one of the gentlemen in the community I've known for a long time. He's a very special friend of mine, and he's got some awesome fire and some awesome content out there. If you guys haven't checked him out, please go check him out. He's going to show something special one day on my show. So still going to hold you up to that, buddy. Some stuff he's got that no one's ever seen before. And it's some really special comic books. But Monty, just want to say, I love you, buddy. I'm not going anywhere. Just taking a break. Okay. All the stuff is going on. It's time to step back for a minute and reevaluate stuff. See how things are going. All right. So I love you, buddy. Sorry, guys. Had to get that out there. When I notice certain people coming in the chat, I'm going to shout them out. Sorry. So have you been collecting anything, sweetheart? Anything that you've been getting interested in? Anything geeky, pops, or anything like that?
Anything geeky, you're so funny.
Yeah.
No, if I see anything Batman that I like, I'll get Batman stuff. But other than that, no.
Yeah.
I collect animals.
Animals.
I got 2 dogs and 2 cats. I had 3 dogs.
Yeah.
I love animals.
The vault. That's right. He's going to go to a special vault and pull out these books you've never seen. By the way, Thorough,
Yeah.
I had him on was on a private chat last week, and he showed one of my brothers one of his Captain Americas.
Mm-hmm. Oh man, I can imagine, man. Mr. White Gloves.
The freaking screen would have lit up like a lightning bolt.
Yeah, that man has quite the collection. So yeah, shout out to Splash Page, real good people.
Here's my. I'm very selective when it comes to these damn pops. I have to get away from them, but
yeah,
it's very hard.
Miss G gotten the big ones. I've gotten her bigger ones, and she's very selective about certain pops, and so am I. And so I limit it. If it's not calling me, I'm not buying it. It's that simple.
Mhm.
And as soon as this line came out, sweetheart, oh my God. Dr. Doom, Fantastic Four, 561. And, of course, ultimate favorite, Galactus, 6665. Silver Surfer just came out. I'm so happy.
Awesome.
And big shout out to one of my brothers out there. So if he shows up in the chat, Scott Farr, this is for you, buddy. So Scott Farr had sent me this a while back, and he sent me Vlad Dracula Tepish, Castlevania. Very cool. I was just talking about this. Very, very cool. And by the way, they do make Mylars for these. These are encased in Mylar. So, yeah, I got those well protected. And here's a couple more from Scott. I got Morbius exclusive. And then it was that one. That's the only thing difference. Weird.
Zombie.
Yeah. So thanks, Scott. I appreciate it, buddy. So
no, that's an awesome collection, man. That's the thing. Once you get hooked on something, especially if you like it,
yep.
It's like forget it. It's like an end of the world thing. It becomes like it's like, oh my God, what the hell did I get myself into? Like I'm a big Dragon Ball Z fan. And the reason I started collecting Funko Pops was because I saw this Vegeta, and I always say that damn Vegeta, because that's what got me into collecting Pops, and I finally hate it because now I got a freaking just rack of Pops. Just like Robert. Robert's just adding and adding, and I'm over here saying like I'm gonna stop buying, and
yeah,
of course, what do I end up getting?
Yep.
See, I'm a big everybody knows I'm a big He-Man fan.
Nice.
So this is a Triclops, Masters of the Universe right here. And this is the Funko limited edition. This was supposed to come out at Emerald City Comic Con, and since they didn't have any of the cons, I snagged one of these up. Yeah, before it had come out, because the problem is now that these exclusives for Comic Con are out, a lot of them are just gone. So,
Thorough, do you understand the number system that they have on it? It doesn't make a lot of sense to me.
Yeah, you could put it. So Funko has an app, and if you download the Funko app, it helps out a lot. It tells you the value of things.
Okay.
Here's another one that I had to get. I was once again Masters of the Universe, and I got the Slime Pit He-Man.
That's pretty cool.
Yeah, and this one's another limited edition exclusive. And so this one was freaking awesome, and I was just like, yeah, I had to get it. There was like no way around it. Anything Masters of the Universe, so like I'm always gonna have. And here's another one that came back out last year, and that was the Masters Universe, and this was Buzz Off. And this is one of those that like you really don't get to see too often, and not too many people know.
Wow.
Yeah. So this is pretty much, this one completes my my collection for Masters of the Universe, and I don't think I'm gonna be collecting. And then you guys see my buddy right here, Darkseid. I showed this.
Oh yeah, here it comes.
And I had to, and you see him charging up right there. And of course, it comes with a separate
different head. Nice.
Head right there. Yep, that's the original one that came on it. And of course, I wanted to get him with the laser beams right there.
Neat.
So yeah, so I just recently got him, and for a great price, because you get some of these statues that are just ridiculously expensive.
Oh, tell me about it, brother. I've been waiting for what is that? Not Diamond, but that other statue company that has the big ones and the small ones. They're really hot.
There's so many companies that are out there.
That's out advertising all the time. Jen Mint always advertises them.
What the hell? Yeah, I know what you're talking about. Why the hell is the damn name freaking leaving my mind?
They do all the big statues and stuff.
Jesus Christ! Sideshow collectibles.
Collectibles. Some of those statues are ginormous. Talking like
they are. Those are the ones that those I mean, you're talking about $700 to $1,000.
Beautiful.
And it just depends.
I keep looking and keep waiting to see if they're gonna come out with Morbius.
Yeah, I have a Harley Quinn one inside my daughter's room. I have a Harley Quinn Sideshow Collectibles, and that was for Slim Jen. So
Nice.
it's in my daughter's room is sitting there. Yeah, so that's pretty much the whole thing because I'm decorating my the daughter's room, especially with the second one on the way in June. It's all these just powerful female superheroes. So it's all over the room, the comic books, everything. I just recently got Squirrel Girl, first appearance of Squirrel Girl from Erod.
Nice.
So shout out to my homie Erod here.
Nice.
And, yeah, so I got a nice copy of that to put in the girls' room. There's just so many different characters. Gamora, I love Gamora. Yeah, one of my favorites. She's such a badass, and Guardians of the Galaxy is one of my faves. So yeah, so I just pretty much have been just decorating. One of these days, I said I'm gonna give a tour of my daughter's room, and just for you guys to get an opportunity to see what I've been working on, because it's a lot of damn work, and putting up comic books.
So cute. Oh my god.
Yeah. Oh my god, she's a tornado.
Just a little monster. It's so
Hey,
funny.
oh, man, she climbs on everything, and now I had
How
to.
old is right now.
I had to give her. Yeah, she's sleeping, and I had to give her like quarter comic books, like comic books worth a quarter and stuff, because she'll look at it and she'll flip through the pages, but the way she does it is like, and she's like ripping pages. All I see is just pages flying everywhere.
I can't forget this Morbius. This is from Thorough.
Yeah, man, I love that. I love that figure, and that's something I've actually had for years in my collection, man. And that's what I tell people.
See, I like that. That's what I like.
That was my first love, was actually collecting toys before I collected comic books.
Yeah, because I've been looking at those. What is it? The Marvel Legends actually come out with the pieces.
Yeah,
I told you about that. They actually got the full Galactus.
Yep.
Standing about this tall. After you get all the pieces, and you can put them together. Now I finally have found those full statues all pieced together. The people are selling them like for $150 for the whole thing. I'm trying to catch up with the chat. What does it say? Wait a minute.
No, I'm laughing at Patrick Wall because he said he's like, Thorough, you do know Harley is a murderous clown, right? Hey, that's my wife's favorite character, right? There's all the Quinn. My daughter's like infatuated with the most random
I got
thing.
the name. I just remembered the name. I don't know how I did, but here it is. Ready? The best Batman I thought in reading and cartoon. Hush.
Oh, okay, the Hush series.
That's what I like.
Series.
That was excellent.
Yeah, it is, man. That is probably one of.
And he put it in just
stories.
as I said it. Just as I said it. John has got a list of names.
Yeah, that is one of the best, if not one of the best stories to come out when it's come to Batman. I love the Hush series. Has been my favorite besides the original Dark Knight, because that's actually what brought me into it. Was reading the Dark Knight series by Frank Miller, and I love that whole series right there. But yeah, man, it's Rob,
I don't know what happened.
Sweetheart.
How to raise a supervillain.
We'll do that sometimes.
Yeah.
Go ahead, Thorough. You saying? Yep.
Oh no! I was just saying that the Hush series has just been like literally one of the magnificent storylines to come out of for Batman, because if you think about it, you look at the comic books back in the days, Golden, Silver Age, and stuff like that. It was a lot of writing. It was a lot more dialogue coming from characters and things like that. So it would actually take you a good amount of time to actually read a comic book from back in the days compared to now. So John said he texted you that 14 minutes ago. Oh man.
Thanks, John. I just noticed it 2 seconds ago. After I said it, I just noticed it. Thank you, buddy. That was the one. If you guys haven't seen it or read it, it's a great story. It's excellent.
Nah, definitely. I know, and a lot of those stories back in the days were just really campy. In the beginning, when you're talking about like the Golden Age stuff, that was more like, man, it was super adult oriented, and a lot of the stuff that once the Comic Code Authority came along and just kind of got rid of that, all of a sudden you started seeing like all these just campy stories, and now it's just now you get everything, a variety of everything. You get stuff for kids, you get stuff for young adults, and you get stuff for adults. So it's just kind of like I love the way comic books are now. This is Coral. That's like my dog, my pit bull Tyson. Oh my God, if he saw a squirrel, Jesus Christ, that guy would take your arm off if you didn't like, yeah, if you were holding on to him. I remember I had Slim Jen, and then this is the very first time she met my dog, and I'll never forget. And all I told her was like, listen, at that time I think she was what, like 105 pounds soaking wet. And I told her, and I was like, listen, I was like, hold on to him. And literally all I see is just, I'm about to see her little body just go, just flying because Tyson sees a squirrel and just yanks her.
Every morning.
You just see her yelling at me, telling me to help her. And I'm just like, listen, like, hold on to her. And she was trying, yeah, she's over here, she's talking, she's like, no, that's not how it happened. She was like, oh, that's right, there is a dog that we have, one of our neighbors, that damn dog looks like a mop. And I don't know, my dog for some reason hated that dog, and that's what it was. Yeah, and the owner. And I always go with what my dog goes by, because if he doesn't like somebody, that tells me a lot.
Tells you a lot.
Yeah.
Dog,
so he literally, I swear to God, he wanted to eat that dog, and I was just like, please don't do nothing. And she's over here
like
trying
my little min pin, little man. This little shit right here. I gotta show you something, you guys. Come here, you little turd.
Oh man.
I should go get mine. Mine hates
this
everybody.
Little turd right here. He's 13 pounds overweight right now.
Oh wow.
Chased a 65-pound German Shepherd on the street.
Oh,
the German Shepherd
like my Chihuahua
on his back. Scared.
Wow.
He scared a dog bigger than him, and that's dangerous. I'm kind of not, you gotta watch. I gotta really watch him. But squirrels, forget it. You bored? Too bad. Every day, we have black squirrels in the backyard. We got 2 of them. And they come on the fence line, and they'll come.
Loki.
Oh, it's like they're teasing, man. It's like they know.
Chases them out every day. That's his whole routine every day. Can you say hi? Say hi, and I'll let you down. Come on, show him hi. Good boy. One more time. Good. One more time. Hi. Come on. Good boy.
He's like, he knows. He's like, all right. He's like, let me go now. He's like, I want to be free. Yeah, but my dog, I loved him. Yeah, but unfortunately, I had to let him go because my daughter ended up being allergic to him.
Show me your dog, sweetheart.
Oh, Gemma.
Jenna, show Thorough that dog. That beautiful dog.
Really?
But I know how that is, Thorough. Definitely.
Yeah, it's such a but he went to a good home though. That was like my biggest worry and concern was having my my dog going to, and a lot of people were like, why'd you name him Tyson? And I named him after the great Mike Tyson.
Yep. And
I tell people this story. I was like, when I had him as a puppy, I got him when he was 7 weeks old, and I didn't know what to name him. So the first thing he did, he was climbing up on my shoulder, and then he was nibbling in my ear. So because he did that, that's why I named him after Mike Tyson. I was like, let me call him Tyson.
Hi, Gemma.
What is she, sweetheart?
She's a pit bull lab.
Pit bull lab. Okay.
Yeah, she's all brindle. She's got a little white patch on her chest.
It's cute.
Awesome. She's beautiful. But now that my daughter isn't allergic to dogs, I already told her. I told my wife, I was like, I'm gonna have too much estrogen in this home, so I'm gonna have to get a puppy. I have to get a boy here to even up the testosterone levels.
Is Mama up?
She just walked away. I think she went to the bedroom, I think. Okay. But she knows it though too. She was like, oh my gosh, she's like, I know you're gonna want to get a dog. I was like, exactly.
Nice. She's so cute, sweetheart.
Awesome, man. She's beautiful.
You know, that's one thing that they said too. Since this whole thing has happened, this epidemic, there's been more dog adoptions. More dog adoptions have gone up.
Yeah.
Huge. Dog adoptions have gone up big time.
Nah, that's an awesome way too to get a dog, because you got so many dogs and need a good home.
Okay, good job.
It is a girl too, right?
Yeah,
Good.
yeah. I name her Gemma after Sons of Anarchy.
Nice. That's her
Yeah.
favorite girl. Thorough.
Oh,
Well, they say, look, I love that show too, man. I
that is
enjoyed
the
it.
best show ever, I think.
I definitely agree with you because I thought that thing should have been a movie, but with the way that they did the
Yeah.
whole story, the way that it ended, I was like, oh man,
I know.
that show was awesome.
Yep.
Still haven't watched it yet, and she's been bugging me. For
I know.
years.
I don't know what you're waiting for.
I know. She's still
Oh, yeah.
telling me to watch it, and I still haven't watched it.
The heck did I do with my phone? Oh, here it is. Oh, but there was a crazy ass movie I saw on Netflix that you guys should watch.
Oh, I saw a good one too.
I did too. It was I wanted to tell Thorough,
Yeah.
Uncle Roman on your
Yeah.
show
Uh-huh.
while we were doing your auction, I think last weekend.
Yeah.
He goes, Robert, I got a show for you, and it was called.
I know which one you're talking about. It's those guys, and it was like zombies and all, and the
Yes!
samurai.
Yes!
that
But you know what I wanted to do?
That's the one I was just gonna say.
Yes,
that thing-
it's so funny. The one thing you notice that I caught like right away, and I wanted to make some paper hats, and I was gonna put a paper hat on my head just to play a joke with Roman on the next auction. Roman, does this look familiar? And then put another hat on. Hey, does this show my status?
No, that show was crazy.
The ones with the feathers in it. Did you notice that stuck out like big time? All these little things. Even the emperor had a weird hat on, and the judges had a weird hat on. And
wait, what are you talking about?
It's called the Kingdom or something like that. I can't remember what the hell the name of it is, but
it's called. It's on Netflix.
Yeah, but it's literally it's these samurai and zombies and like it was crazy as hell.
It deals with.
That's not the zombie one I'm talking about.
This one, sweetheart. Here's how it starts. It starts like back during the samurai days, when China was first starting, and all of its
during the 16th century and all that
16th
stuff.
century. That's where it bases on, and it starts with this small little town in the woods, and this town is starving to death, and one of the town's guys comes in and kills the medicine doctor of the town, and everybody's starving. He looks around and they have no food. Decides to chop up his body and make a stew out of it and feeds it to everybody. And this lady comes in, this nurse comes in, and she sees this is how it starts, you guys. So no spoilers, just go watch it because it's a whole series.
This is the second season.
It's actually really good. Creepy good. And what shout out to Roman Curtis, by the way, our Uncle Roman. Hell yeah. That's for you, buddy. So everybody starts eating. You see them, the nurses looking around, they're like, oh, this is so good. And everybody's eating, the kids are eating, everybody's eating, the old townspeople are eating. Also, you see them eating bones, and they're like feasting. And the lady's scratching her head like, there's something not right. And she goes over to the stock pot and she's grabbing a bowl and she stands there for a moment. You know how the old Asian films did that? She stands there for a second, puts it in her bowl, and a finger pops out. And then she looks up and realizes, oh my God, everybody's eating human beings. Right after she sees the finger fall on the floor, everybody's dying. The whole town dies. There's like maybe less than 50 people in the town. It's a small little town.
Oh, wow.
Everybody dies. When night falls, they all of a sudden turn into zombies. And the difference between this and every zombie film we've watched is they're super fast, super mean, and once you get bit, just like you get bit by a zombie, you get infected.
Because he was talking about it, saying that it was very similar to Game of Thrones.
Game of Thrones,
with White Walkers and stuff like that.
There was a couple of them. There's a couple movies. It reminded me also of World War Z and a couple other ones. It reminded me of a bunch of zombie movies.
Yeah, I want to watch the first season because this is the second season of that show. I want to watch the first season and catch up and see that.
It's really, really good. But the funny thing I got that made me laugh was the hats. The hats shows.
That's what represented status back in the days.
Status.
Yep.
You know, like like the security when they go out to go try to capture the jailers to capture the criminals. They're wearing like all red, and they got red hats with big feathers on their heads. You know, you notice these little tiny quirky things about it, but it's good. It's
a
really
lot of those things. A lot of those things back in the day. That's what it was. You know, it was all about status, what you were, and you know what you could afford. Because that's how they knew. Hey, like, you know, this was a wealthy person. This was a person that couldn't afford anything. It just depended. But but no, me and the wife were just watching. I just randomly ran into a movie. It's called Free Fire.
okay.
And it stars the guy Armie Hammer, who was in the Lone Ranger movie, I think it was, with Johnny Depp.
Yeah.
And Brie Larson, who plays Captain Marvel.
Okay.
And man, this freaking movie, it was just a movie out of the blue. I was like, hey, let me watch it. It looks kind of cool. So pretty much the whole thing was that there's two sides. One side is the buyer, the other guys are the sellers. The sellers are selling guns on the black market. So they meet in this warehouse, and literally the whole damn movie just takes place in the warehouse. And it is one of the greatest freaking movies I have seen. I'm not gonna lie to you guys. It's called Free Fire.
Free Fire.
Yeah, Free Fire. And literally you see a shootout that happens for the whole damn movie. And there's parts that make you laugh, and then there's parts that you're just like, damn, like this just got serious. Yeah. And it's all because of one person. And why these two people, one from one side from the buyers and one from the seller, they had interacted earlier in the story. And it was something about the one guy was hitting on a 16-year-old cousin of this guy and was trying to do all this stuff and, you know, was trying to freaking have sex with the girl and all these things. And then he had beat the crap out of this guy. So then from there, all of a sudden, you know, the guns start coming out, and then you start seeing a little bit of stuff for betrayal, because it's all about the money in the end. And man, it was a freaking awesome movie. I was like, damn, I enjoyed it. But you got to watch it, Rob, and tell me what you think about it.
It's on Netflix, right?
And, Martin Scorsese actually produced it.
Okay, good.
And it's on Netflix.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, and when I watched it, I was just like, oh man, I was like, this was good. I enjoyed it.
Hunters yet?
Which one?
Hunter?
No, I haven't seen it yet.
Dude, awesome.
Really? I want to watch it because I just
very good.
I just saw Bloodshot.
Yep.
Bloodshot was all right. It has its action and all that stuff. I can see why people gave it a bad review.
Yep.
And the reason why is because they didn't do too great of you know how a lot of people complain about saying like, hey, we don't get enough of an origin story.
Yep.
Yeah, they literally just completely dismissed that whole freaking part.
Are you serious? Really?
Yeah. And it was just kind of dumb.
Vin Diesel do good?
Vin Diesel did a good job. I thought, it was like kind of like watching Triple X and like freaking Fast and the Furious type of fighting. But
okay, John just put in there that I've got saved. This one I've been wanting to watch.
The platform.
About a vertical prison, and the people are in the prison and vertically.
Yeah.
Things are going down, and weird shit's like dinner tables coming down, and there's cannibalism, a gunfight, but they're all stuck in a vertical prison. Every level.
I think I saw that.
Yeah, the preview is on Netflix. That looks really bizarre.
I gotta check it out.
Actually, pretty good. Okay, I'll check it out, buddy. Nice.
Oh, I'm gonna have to check it out. Yeah,
there's a zombie movie.
Yes, honey.
I can't think of the name of it for the life of me. It's called like Train something, but they're it's all subtitles. It's either in Korean or
I bet it's
something
Korean.
like that.
There's a lot of Korean on Netflix right now.
But it's a zombie one, and it's probably one of the best zombie movies I've seen in a while.
I know
it's really good. I was like, wow, this is good. And they're all on the subway.
It's called like The Last Train to be
Last
something.
Train.
It's with a B. It's a town out there where it was.
Yeah,
I think
it is.
Korean. Yeah, I think it's like I can't remember the name, but it's with a B. And I know what you're talking about. Yeah, and it's like the last train to the last train to yeah.
It's not Bazinab. It's
No,
I can't think of it.
I feel like I have it on the tip of my tongue, and
Ah,
But
Master
it's
John. Hello,
it's
buddy.
an
Nice to see you.
awesome, yeah, it's an awesome freaking movie. I loved it. I
It
did.
is super good.
Okay,
And my
honey, I'll
wife
check it
that
out.
doesn't like watching stuff in subtitles. She
Yeah, I
enjoyed
do.
it.
There's good
Yeah.
Neither
ones.
does my husband.
People miss a lot of good movies because of that. What?
Yeah.
Yeah, they do.
Like what? See, like one of the things I like out of the recent Color of Space, the whole beginning, the intro, they show woods, black woods, and there's a narration going. There's a guy
Yeah.
narrating, and he's narrating pieces out of the book. And dude, it's so well versed. The first minute and a half, your hair just raises on the back of your neck. The way they say it, the way they word everything. And I subtitled it deliberately to see what all the writing was. It's really well done.
Yeah. Yeah, that's what it is. Marvelous Comics put it.
Basan,
Train to Busan.
Busan.
That's what it is.
Yeah.
Train to Busan. That's what the movie is.
God,
But it's
so
an
good.
awesome freaking movie.
I will
And
check.
the zombies are scary. They're scary.
Yeah.
The zombies are scary.
Yeah.
Like,
And like
yeah.
the whole time you feel like you're in the damn movie. Like that's how well they
Yeah.
did it. Like
Yeah.
my wife was over here, she's like I'm about to have an anxiety attack over here because I'm watching.
Exactly. Yeah.
And I was like, please don't have an anxiety attack. But no, yeah, it was pretty crazy. It was insane. But no, I thought that was like one of those movies that I have not seen in quite a while to try to make you feel like that, where it's like literally almost makes you feel overwhelmed because you're just like, damn, like what if this crap really happened? And right now, and during these times where all this stuff is happening right now,
Yeah.
you're just kind of like it's pretty crazy. And then
Yeah.
but I've been watching a lot of the movies that have been supposedly going out to movie theaters. I've been watching a lot of those movies. I saw The Invisible Man.
How
Thought
was
that movie was awesome, man.
Was
I
it?
thought that movie was awesome. Yeah, I thought the way that they did it and the way that that pretty much the Invisible Man plays into it and how he just manipulates. He's such a manipulator. He's like a scientist and he's married to, well, I'm like, he's married. His wife is married to this guy and this guy is psychotic. And he's just like very controlling and overbearing to the point where it's like she can't have a life. So in the beginning, it's her trying to escape, and this dude lives in a beautiful house that looks like a damn prison. And literally, she had to like escape and had to like drug him. And then next thing you know, he's been trying to find her. And then this is where the whole story goes in. But the crazy part is that I did not know the actress when she was a young girl, which was awesome to me to just find out, was she actually played a very similar role, except playing the role of a little girl in Batman the Animated Series.
Really?
If you guys remember watching, yes, there was one where this guy was a clerk, I think, or something like that, or a bagger at a grocery store. I can't remember exactly what it was. And he was just very psychotic and obsessed, and he ended up finding a suit that makes him invisible. So the same actress that's playing right now as the wife of this guy actually did the voice for the young girl back in the days for Batman the Animated Series. And I just found out about that today. And it's the same freaking story. If you ever get the chance to watch that episode, The Invisible Man from Batman the Animated Series, the same freaking concept. And it was so crazy. I rewatched it because I have it on DVD. On Blu-ray, so I was like, wow, I was like, that's pretty crazy, and it was the same girl
From Batman Beyond, right?
the actress. Yeah, no, Batman the Animated Series.
Okay.
Regularly, yeah. I thought it was so awesome. I thought it was a great little kind of Easter egg to know about that, and you would never think about it. But yeah, she actually did the voice of the little girl on the animated series.
Very cool. Very cool. All right. Honey, do you got anything you want to talk about? Anything you're doing? New stuff? Tell people about your website. Tell people about your site again. We're going on to an hour and a half. That's why.
What?
We're going on an hour and a half right now. I don't want to bore too many people.
Oh, it's okay.
We've been having a great meeting. I love it. It's great.
That's okay. My paparazzi jewelry, you can find me on Facebook at You Had Me at 5. And then
Yeah.
My makeup is on Facebook too, and that one's called Stay Fresh with Pharmacy.
There we go.
Um,
Thank you, sweetheart. Sit
mhm,
around.
thank
Don't go
you.
anywhere. Hold on. Where are we here? Here we go, guys. Thorough, do you got anything?
Not much, man. You know, whenever I can do a show when I have the ability to. If you guys haven't watched, I actually had a really cool guest. At City Limits Comics, I had him. He was on my show last week. I have my comic chop up. I try to do it as many as possible, but sometimes it's difficult just trying to help out the wife. But yeah, if you guys didn't get an opportunity to watch it, definitely go and watch it. It was on my latest comic chop up that I just did with City Limits Comics. We were talking about Slab It 50/50. The current state of just comic book collecting, and how CGC is doing their work, where it's like where some of us we just want it to be fair all across the board.
Agreed.
We want to have even competition, where it's not just CGC, because you also have CBCS who does they do a great job. The only thing that is bad about them is their slabs, and the labels. They need to try to improve on that. But it was a great just a great talk with him, just talking about what's going on, just pretty much in the in the current state of comic books. But yeah, other than that, every so often I'm gonna try to get some different guests, trying to get in contact with several people just to be able to do that. Of course, you guys know me on the auctions, always selling books because people are looking for books. I got still a lot of books, and and I try to get as many people. I made it more of a community-based auction now on my part. And and I ask people, hey, just hit me up on Keep It Thorough Comics on Instagram if you guys are ever interested. Because I know there's some people that don't want to ever sell, and then you have the guys that are like, hey, I need money, or you come down upon hard times, like a lot of us do sometimes, and it sucks to do it, but you got to do everything that you can to be able to feed the family. But or some people want to sell their books because they want to get something else, something different. So I always encourage and welcome everybody and anybody. And yeah, other than that, man, my brother, it's been a pleasure and an honor as always. I appreciate you for having me on here.
Dude, anytime.
Sarah, it was great meeting you. Had a great time because you start seeing all the interests that we all have in movies and everything, and in favorite superheroes and things like that. So I thought it was an awesome meeting here together with all three of us. And of course, as always, my brother Robert, love you, man.
My blood right there.
Glad to be on here with you, man. Sharing the stage.
Thank you so much. Just stick around, you guys. I'm gonna talk to you after the show really quick.
No problem.
Give me a minute. Big thank you to you, the community. I appreciate it. YouTube, the whole world. Thank you very much for coming tonight. We had a really good time. It's going on an hour and a half. I want to thank everybody. All the information from my daughter's website is all right there. Just click on it. Boom. It'll take you right there. Take you right to the Facebook site. And then from there on, you'll see everything you want to see on there. So go please check out my daughter. And go check out Thorough. And underneath Thorough's link, there's something kind of cool there. I dropped a link in there of a music video I want you to listen to. It's pretty cool. And it's got Thorough's name in it. It's pretty neat. And really quick, big shout out to my brothers, everybody out there. You know who you all are. Silver Aid Sundays, Highly a Comic Bro, Javi, Steve Whiting, Rob Wurst, all you guys. Love you guys. I'm trying not to miss anybody out there, but I love you guys. So it's another wrap. I'm not going anywhere. I'm taking a break. I'm reevaluating some stuff, and I'm going to do something that no one has actually done yet out there. So stay tuned. I will be doing a Nerdy Collective show all the time. Me and Jeff, 813, we're still good buddies. Please go check him out on Wednesdays and check him out on Sundays. All that is in the link description down below, so go please check him out. Brother Jeff, I love you, buddy. I haven't gone anywhere. We're going to still do our Comic Book with the Hook show. We'll just reschedule a different time, earlier time. So we'll figure out something. So to everybody out there, thank you very much. Rob, you're so funny. I see him in the chat. He's like, don't die. A comment of mine. I love you too, buddy. Big time. So love you all. Peace, love, and blessed be.